Well, hey what's up guys, it's Shani again. Aren't you tired of me? No? I will be tired of me, honestly, to be honest. In today's video, we are going to be talking about we're going to be doing a story time. Yep. And the story time is how your girl found out that she's going to be a mother featuring the baby. So, yeah. Right as I'm editing this video, I just realized my eyelashes are like lifting, so we gonna ignore that, okay? We're gonna ignore that. Okay, this story begins like 2 weeks before I found out that I was pregnant. I went to this gynecologist. I knew this gynecologist, but this was my first time visiting them for something. Basically changed my form of like birth control, because like I was more interested in like maybe the injection or something, or maybe another brand of pills, because the one I was previously using was making me depressed and I didn't like it. He asked me if if I think that I was pregnant. I was like, nah, I don't think anything's there, to be honest. He said, okay, we're gonna do an ultrasound just in case. So I was like, okay, cool. And we're looking at the screen and he says there's nothing there. So I was like, okay, cool, no problem. Nothing there. Obviously I'm going to believe what he said, because I don't know what the heck I'm looking at. Obviously he said, okay, this is the birth control I'm gonna prescribe to you. Take it as soon as your period starts. No problem. This is also during the time where I got my nipples pierced. If y'all haven't watched that video, go ahead and go watch it. Yeah, the day before I found out was the same day I took my Pfizer vaccine, and the place where you go do the vaccine was close to a pharmacy. So I was like, you know what, let me go get the prescription one time. I had asked the pharmacist like when is the correct time to like use the birth control, because for some reason I forgot for some shit. And then she asked me when was my last period, and that's when it hit me. When was my last period? So if any of you guys females, if y'all use the Flow app, you would understand what I mean. I opened my Flow app and that shit was gray. And if your Flow app is gray, that basically means your period is late. It's not my first time seeing the app being gray, but like kind of suspicious to ask me. So I told her it's late, and she told me buy a test with the birth controls and take it before you start it. I went home, and I believe this is at the time when me and my child's father were dating, and for some reason, I don't know, I can't remember what we was arguing about, but long story short, I had to end up by his house. I didn't take the test yet, but it was at the back of my head that I needed to take it. So during the middle of the argument, I believe that's when I told him that, yo, period's late, and I don't know what's wrong, but I don't think I'm pregnant. But I wanted to take the test in the morning, because I believe that's when it's more accurate or some shit like that. I can't remember. The argument cooled down. I didn't believe that I was pregnant. He had a feeling that I was pregnant, but I didn't think I was pregnant. Because I was checking like blood. Like, I had multiple pregnancy scares before. Like, what can go wrong, Next morning, I woke up and I was like, okay, let me go do this test. Surprisingly, my mom and my sisters were leaving the house, so I was like, okay, I have my privacy, so it's fine. Y'all saw the video, because yes, I recorded it. Oh yeah, when I see them 2 lines, I was like after I take out the video, I kind of like started to like cry at the least a little bit, because I'm like, yo, how is this possible? Like, how did this happen? I mean, I know how it happened, but like, how did this happen? First thing I did was call my homegirls. Call my homegirls. I couldn't even say like, yo, I'm pregnant. I couldn't even say that. I just turned around the camera and showed them the stick. They got excited. Like, when that same day I had to go to work. I used to work, approaching my child's father and whatnot. I couldn't even tell him meet up, so I just showed him the video of me taking the test. And he was shocked, because he's like, yo, what the fuck? He asked me what I was going to do, and I said, I don't know. And he said, you know, whatever choice I make, you know, he will support it regardless. While I was working, I was just thinking like, yo, what the heck? Like, time had passed like so fast, because all I was doing was just thinking that, like, yo, what are you gonna do? So I messaged my family in our family group chat like, yo, as soon as I reach home from work, I want to have a family meeting, because I know I wanted to tell my family as soon as possible. I didn't want to hide it from them. Mind you, I didn't tell them about the nipple piercing, and I didn't tell them about the vaccine that I took. Like, I have some things that I would like to announce. First things first, I had a nipple piercing. My mom was like, oh, use whatever you want, da 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 da. I was like, girl, if you don't know. So I said, okay, the second thing I have to announce is that I took the vaccine. My mom, she's one of those conspiracy theories type of people, you know, and I have nothing against them. No, I have nothing against them, which is the reason why I'm the only vaccinated person in the house. I don't think I have to further explain myself when I say that my mother's one of those conspiracy theory people that have some thought about the vaccines. Nothing wrong with that, but yeah. I didn't even say like, yo, I'm pregnant. I just put the pregnancy test on the table, because it's like my mother was like, what's that? And my big sister was like, she started laughing, and my mother was like, what happened? And then my sister was like, it's a pregnancy test. I was like, oh shit. And my mother was like, you got to be joking. And you don't know how families are, you know. It's pretty hectic. It was mostly like, you know, you're not ready, yada yada yada. But whatever choice you make, you know, they gonna support it regardless. I'm like, okay, cool, you know, no problem, you know. Alright. Yeah, me and Chop was texting and whatnot. And then he asked me, what are you going to do? I was like, I'm gonna keep it. And he was like, oh? I was like, and he was like, yo. Long story short, he was basically saying that we got aborted. I'm like, what happened to whatever choice I choose, you gonna support it? What happened to that? It was just a back and forth, like what we was going to do and whatnot. But like, I was basically telling him like, yo, I can't do it, so I think I just gonna have to keep it, you know. And if you have a problem with that, that's not a problem, because I didn't have an issue with him not wanting it, you know. I didn't have an issue with that at all, because both of us are like young as hell. We're like basically teenagers. I wouldn't say it was expected, but it's understandable on why he would say that, and I didn't have a problem with it. But that wasn't going to change my mind, and I basically told him like, hey, it's okay if you feel that way, but I'm not aborting, and I'm not gonna force you to be here. So yeah, I was fine with that. I was fine with raising my kid alone. And just for the side note, the father is there. He's very supportive when it comes to his child. He's a good dad. He's a young dad. But when I reach about 5-6 months, that's when things started to get a little bit easier. That's basically how I find out that I got pick me and whatnot. And what you see, I had picking out Real life thing, but I can't wait to show off the face, everything. Cause my baby's adorable. And I ain't even gonna cap to y'all. Like I don't want someone like what's the word, baggus or braggy, but like my child adorable. G. I ain't gonna lie, my child looks nothing like me. Looks 100% like the dad, but still adorable. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, feel free to comment, or you could DM me on all my social media. It's gonna be popping up somewhere on the screen. I don't know, I'm gonna either here, I don't know. And make sure you subscribe because I'm back, I guess. Oh, you wanna talk? Anyways, goodbye.